All right, all right, all right. Welcome to the David Carmena Show. I am David Carmena, a 15-year real estate professional and broker of Carmena and Associates Realty Group. Now, today we're going to kickstart your real estate career by giving you 5 tips on how to become a new investor, a new real estate investor. We're going to discuss the steps to get started in real estate. If you're young or new investors, these are the 5 most essential tips that will get you started on your real estate career. So, if you're interested in starting your real estate career, this is a place for you. Tip number 1, it is important to set a clear investment goal. Set a clear investment goal. Now, whether that goal is short term or long term, whether you're looking for cash flow or you're playing the equity game, what is your exit strategy? Are you looking at buying back the block? There's a lot of people that are having a community impact. They want to buy back the block. They want to invest in blighted communities. That may be your play. I have an example. There's a friend of mine that her and her husband called me just this week, early in the week, and they said, "Hey, listen, David, we're starting to wind down from our real estate career, our career, I should say, and we want to invest in real estate." So what they did is they was like, "Well, maybe we can get." We don't need that much. We have some retirements. Maybe we can get just $2,000 to $3,000 from a couple of investment properties. So their exit strategy is that they looking at the cash flow play. Now, $2,000 and $3,000 of investment property. Well, that is 24,000 to 36,000 a year. That's not bad from just 2 homes. So if that may be your strategy. So you want to have a clear set of clear investment goals. Super important. Super important. Before you do anything else, know what your goals are. Step number 2, educate yourself in the industry. You want to read books, look at podcasts, look at webinars. You want to go to local seminars or even networking events. There's a bunch of online forums, there's social media groups. Just immerse yourself in the industry. You got to know a little bit about it. As a new investor, you might want to start reading Rich Dad or Poor Dad. You might want to start looking at investment groups that are in Facebook. You want to learn more and more about investment opportunities. You got to educate yourself to know what is out there. Books is a great way to do it. I remember when I first started, I would go to the gym and had an audio book, and my audio book was Rich Dad, Poor Dad, among others. So if you want to task, look at audiobooks as an option. Number 3, build a network of professionals. What is that? That is having a group of real estate investors or real estate agents that you network with. You want to have a mortgage broker on your team. You want to have contractors, attorneys, accountants. You want to connect with professionals in your area. Investment clubs, that is a great way of doing it. But build a network of professionals. Super important. If it's just you in the room, you need to get it into a different room. You want to have other people that are playing the game right along with you. Step number 4, you got to start saving, guys. You got to start saving for that down payment. You're going to need the down payment. A lot of people think that there are, in fact, to be fair, there are strategies out there where you are buying property or acquiring property without a down payment or very little money. There are strategies out there, but in most cases, you're going to need a little money. So I am not one of those guys that say, well, you can get into the real estate career and you make $1 million in the first week and you need no money, no money. No, you're going to need some money. Now, whether that money come out your own pocket or you got investors, that's advanced game. That's advanced game. but you're gonna have to start a little bit with a little bit of money. Now, as a new investor, if you can put away $250 to $500 a month and you save it up, before you know it, you have a nice little down payment. And now we have some other strategies like wholesaling and other ways where you can make money, being a bird dog, that type of thing. But again, you want to have at least a little money to start. There's no business in on earth where you can have a real business and you have no, no personal investment, no skin in the game. Most of the time, for it to be a real business, you got to put a little skin in the game. So start saving up that $250 to $500 a month. Super important. Super important. Number 5, research investment strategies. You got to have a strategy. There's a bunch of little strategies out there for investors. There's buy and hold. There's fix and flip. There's wholesaling. Those are the probably the top 3. Buying and holding is the rental play that we talked about, where you buy the property, you rent it out, you're holding it, and you're playing that appreciation equity game. So that's buying and holding. There's fix and flip. You buy it and you fix it up and you rapidly resell. There's wholesaling, where you acquire the property and you do nothing to it and sell it to someone else. And you make the delta, you make that different. Those are the top 3 most people do. But then there's also real estate syndication and crowdfunding. That's kind of advanced game, and we're going to talk about that. But when you start looking at larger properties, you're looking at bringing on partners, you're looking at real estate syndications, you're looking at figuring out a way that you guys put your little money together and you buy something and take down a larger deal. Okay. Now, as a young investor, you might want to choose, wholesaling, like I said, or buy and hold strategy. Now, buy and hold strategy is a great way to build that long-term wealth. So when I said that, there was a couple that called me, her and her husband called me. They were looking at a buy and hold strategy. They're looking at that residual income, because as they wind down from their jobs, they're going to want to know that they have some residual income coming in. So those are your 5 tips that you should consider when you're starting your real estate journey. Super important. Let's go over them again. Step number 1, set a clear investment goal. You got to set those goals. That can trip a whole lot of people up. Then you want to educate yourself about the industry. You want to build that professional network. Super important. Once you get that education down, then you want to start surrounding yourself with people that are playing the game. You want to start surrounding yourself with those guys. It's super important. Super important. You want to start saving some money. You're going to need some money, guys. Now, you don't need a whole bunch of money. We're going to tell you in future shows, we're going to talk about how you can mitigate some of that money that you need. But you're going to need some money, even if it's for flyers and signs and setting up a business identity. You're going to need some money. And then lastly, you're going to want to research investment strategies. And like I said, the top few strategies are buy and hold. You're looking at fixes and flips. You're looking at wholesaling. And then when you start looking at other properties, larger properties, you're looking at real estate, and you're looking at syndication, crowdfunding. You're looking at doing a lot of things to take down a larger deal. And that may be not just yourself, it may be with other people. So those are important things, 5 important steps that you need to take. If you are first, I want to thank you for joining me. If you found this information helpful, I want you to like and subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends, because now is the opportunity to make money in real estate. We coming in a pivotal time, and now is the opportunity to jump into the game. Super important. Share it, like, and subscribe to the channel. And stay tuned. I want you to stay tuned for other great content. And as always, I want you to stay grinding and salute.